Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Khristin. This is my channel, Kicking It with Chris, where I create PT related content and then sometimes a little sprinkle dinkle of lifestyle content. So today I'm coming with you with some PT content. And it's a nighttime edition. It's not late. It's a little after 9 o'clock. But for a grandma like me, it's late. So, coming with you with water from this cute cup from Five and Below. But yeah, this is gonna be a quick little video. Kind of just wanting to give you guys, for anybody interested in being in PT school or people that are gonna be going into their first semester, maybe starting that in the spring in like maybe a week or two. I wanted to give you guys what it's kind of like being a PT student type of thing. And I really just kind of broke it down into like 3 words that I would describe being in PT school. So that's where we're gonna go. Obviously a lot of this is going to be based off of where I go to school, which is at Hampton, in case you didn't know. And yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get right into that. So the first word, just kind of going from like, I guess the more negative, which is like relative word, to a more like positive, more fun word words. So the first like word, 2 words I would say are, I would describe PT school as chaotic / stressful. And especially, and I can't even say, well, especially that first semester, which I've only been through 1 semester, but that first semester is definitely chaotic. It's stressful. And I say chaotic because you're learning so much, and even though like the classes and stuff are organized, so you have your days for each class and you have that, but it's still, each class comes with a lot of information. So it's the studying process that can, I guess, be what I would consider chaotic. Just tackling that, figuring out how you're going to study for each of these classes. And I guess that also depends on how your school breaks up the courses, but for us it was like we took 5 classes last semester. So just kind of tackling, learning each and every one of those and learning them to the best of your ability. And, you know, things can sneak up on you because, you know, you'll put your time into one class and then like right after that, then you got to turn around and study for another class. And then just really figuring out your thing for PT school, and that can seem really chaotic and stressful. Another thing specific to Hampton, which is something I don't necessarily like about the school, if I'm going to be honest, is with Hampton, they have an 8 credit rule. So, and I think I've talked about this before if you have watched any of my past videos, but 8 credit rule. So you get 8 credits of like, you didn't necessarily pass the class, and if you exceed those 8, then you are kicked out of the program. So the grade to get in order to technically pass the class is an 83 or above, which is stressful because I feel like when you're in a doctoral program, C's should get degrees, you know what I'm saying? But at Hampton, they don't believe that. And I think that's a grad school thing. Like, I think all of their grad school programs have that 83 or higher type of thing. I just feel like because we're a doctoral program, we shouldn't have to follow that rule. You know, it's a very rigorous program. It's hard, and thankfully all of us made it through, but that's not the case for every class. And that's not the case, you know, that's just not the case for everybody to make it through, because that's such like a high standard. And I understand, I guess they're trying to weed out people, but I just feel like that's not necessarily fair. Just saying, because in that first semester, it's all didactic, and some people might shine more once we get into a clinical setting. So I feel like kicking those people out during the didactic portion, especially for something like they may have gotten an 82 in 2 classes, to me that doesn't mean that they don't know or are going to be a bad PT, but that's neither here nor there. That's a rant. And yeah, but that's how it is at Hampton. So that adds in the stressful component, because you are going to do your best to make sure that you stay in the program. So I feel like that kind of added unnecessary stress that other programs don't have. So yeah, there's that. And then the next word I would say is broke. Unless you have a good side hustle and a very passive side hustle that doesn't need you to be on top of it all the time, and you can still make money in the background. If you don't have that, then broke. Yeah, because it's just, especially that first semester, it's really hard to work. Or at least if you are working, you're not going to be working a lot where you would make a decent amount of money. You would make like gas money, I guess, maybe some grocery money if you do choose to work. But that first semester is pretty stressful, and you still have a lot to figure out with, you know, how you're going to study, what methods work best for you to study, and all of that. So definitely broke. I would definitely recommend save before coming to PT school. I got my acceptance pretty late. So that didn't give me a lot of time to plan financially, especially because my journey to getting here was just not typical. So I honestly didn't think I was going to get in. So that's why I didn't plan ahead, because before I got my acceptance, I just didn't think I was getting accepted into a PT program. So I would definitely recommend save, because some little refunds are not enough to really survive. They're enough for you to pay your bills, kind of. But as far as like surviving, like the other things that you need to survive, like eating, gas, those things, like it just is not, yeah. So broke. Next semester I am going to try and work, because now I know a little bit more about how I should study, and I have a little bit more room in my schedule to add in a little bit of work. Of course, it's not going to be a lot of hours, but it's at least something, you know, hopefully like some gas with a little bit of, gas. Yeah, maybe a little bit of grocery shopping, maybe. We'll see. So there's that. And then finally, fulfilling. Overall, even though it is chaotic, stressful, you're gonna be broke, it is fulfilling, you know, especially if this is really what you've been wanting to do. You're in a program where you're going to be learning the things that you really want to learn that have everything to do with your path, you know. Whereas, you know, in undergrad, you're taking courses that don't have nothing to do with anything of what it is that you are trying to go to and be. But here, that's literally like everything that you're learning is going to put you on track to where it is that you want to go. And that's really, really nice. And, you know, even with everything that is coming at even with everything that is coming at you, information wise, it's like you learn so much. And you know, you get to see just how capable you are, you know, of things. And I think that was something really nice to see, that I got, you know, you see if you got a little something up here, you know. And that was really nice to see, especially for me who was out of school for 2 years. So it was nice to see, like, okay, like I get this, I understand this. And maybe it just took like, because I wouldn't say I was ever at the top of my class. I was kind of like average in the middle when it came to like school. So for me, I did do pretty well last semester. So I think that was just a confidence boost, and I think it was just like more confirmation of I'm where I'm supposed to be. So you learn so much about yourself, and you learn so much about your grit. You just learned so much about you, I think, going through this, and that's really, really nice. I think you also learn what you need to work on. You have to have that school life balance, which I'm still trying to figure out myself, and just learning what you need to work on to make sure that you are prioritizing yourself, which is something that I really am emphasizing this semester. So yeah, fulfilling, because you learn so much from school, you learn so much about you, and it just, you're seeing that you're on track to achieving a really big goal, you know? And I think that that's so nice. So to me, those are the 3 ways that I would describe PT school, how I would describe being a student in PT school, and just all the feels that you're going to get going through this process. Going back to like the stress one, like I just am going to put it out there now, like it's going to stress you out. So I would just come up with systems to put in place for when you are feeling stressed. I didn't do that, but I'm definitely doing that now, setting up things that I want to do to keep down my stress level, to make sure I'm not burning out, to make sure that this is going to be a good semester, not just academically, but mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all that good stuff. I want to make sure that I am doing the thing on that end as well, because even though school is a top priority, I am the #1 priority. So and so are you when it comes to your program. So make sure you have those things in place so that you can have just a good school year and good semesters. So that is all that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, this little chit chat, make sure to comment down below. Let me know if you liked it. Also, let me know if there's anything particular you want to see. I definitely plan on putting out, like, once the school semester starts, it's going to be like more vlogs. I do want to put out like how I take notes. I did get a comment on that. So how I take notes, maybe some more studying stuff type of thing. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you liked this, and if you liked and what else you would like to see from me. Also, if you liked it, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, you can go ahead and hit that red button down below. And until next time, I will see you guys later.